Hello again, YouTube, and welcome back for the 6th episode of this Let's Play series. Today we have a couple different goals, but for the most part we won't focus on going into detailed explanation. I'm going to avoid most of the epic, quote, air quote, narration for today and just focus on, well, continuing to expand this Minecraft village and get regular tasks done. Our first task for today would be getting an iron pickaxe. Assassin's Creed playing this time around. Make a chest here. See, we're going to be mining today. And in a circumstance like that, it's usually better to get rid of more wasteful or less necessary things. Leave ourselves some food. Planks can be useful. And that'll be about that. Yeah, give me a second to get rid of the music. Alright, back we are. And thus, only a few supplies, but everything we really need. We're headed back to the mines. Not quite everything we need. We're gonna want a shovel. Why do we want a shovel? Not so much for digging up dirt, but rather, well, you'll see. I'm going to have this water path here connected into the mine, actually. The purpose of that is it'll give me an eventual, water elevator, which can be a very useful thing for navigating a mine shaft like this, when it's straight down and not necessarily completely fancy. So for now, we just pass through there, but later I can expand that to go down quite a ways. Check our depth level here. Alright, that was really simple. I'm going to pause for the first time, and we'll resume when I'm back at the bottom of the shaft. Alright, here we're standing at the bottom of the spiral staircase. Level 16. And now we're back top. And we're going to create the water elevator for getting down quicker. I see the water elevator is at 41, negative 156. And that my spiral staircase is to that direction, so what we're going to do is just dig straight down while trying not to drown. Let's see how we do with that. It would be extremely difficult without these air pockets here, but thankfully, just every couple of steps, I'll basically just dig a little bit to the side, a 2x1 shaft just big enough for the player to stand in. Until we decide this approach will work, but it'd be much more efficient if we just went and stopped back up the water flow so we could head straight down. Then we'll head right back up the spiral staircase, let the water back down again, and finally return underground to deal with this cave and maybe get some resources. Much faster, of course. So, here's the bottom of the shaft. Not only were we lucky enough to not hit a dungeon along the way, we also hit some gold ore right here, so I'll pick that up real quick. Fair bit of gold ore. Of course, filling in these holes with cobble just makes sense. back this way, hopefully, is our spiral staircase completely intact. Yes, it is. Alright. And back up top, we'll just let that water in. That's strange. So there it goes. Right in the middle of the hallway. First mineshaft I started digging. Right there. Excellent. Alright, the rest of this will be just me carving out a bit of a mine shaft, mine channels, and I'll show that off once we've got some of the boring digging out of the way. Alright, at the end of the mine shaft, a fantastic ravine. So I made this the edges of the different tunnels that I was digging. Let's take a look at what we've got now. First of all, I used 2x1 shafts. A lot of you will probably see 2x2 shafts. In a second I'll talk about why this is. Another thing to comment. I filled in gaps in downward elevation, but to the sides and above I did not. There's really just no need. You only really need to... Oh, how did I let that happen? It's a pity. You only actually need straight so that you can walk straight through. This also makes it a little easier for minecarts. Now, the whole point of doing 2x1 is to save time. This way you can just look forward and keep mining, as such, instead of having to shift constantly in order to get the 2x2 arrangements. However, when you do 2x1 corridors, you need to have only 2 spaces between your shafts to make sure you get the vast majority of the minerals, whereas when you're doing 2x2, you can then have 3. I still think I prefer 2x2, honestly, but since the first part of today's objective was just to get lots of stone, well, we pretty much accomplished that. Also, you see this little way station here at the bottom of the shaft. Always a good idea. Allows crafting out of the wood planks you hopefully brought down, and smelting of ores to continue replenishing your stock. Now, the next logical question is, of course, what on earth was the point of gathering all that cobblestone? Usually we don't focus on cobblestone after all, we're more focused on the ores. Oh, which, by the way, that was quite a productive visit there. Besides the 6 gold, we've got lapis, plenty of redstone, and the diamond I collected earlier. So now, here's the point. Alright, dawn's just come, and we're ready. Ready for what exactly? Ready for today's mission. We're ready for wall building. So let's get started, shall we? I think another crafting table in this room would actually be a pretty good idea anyway. So let's put it there. And now, 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 full stacks of BFDIA stone bricks. Let's head out. I think this is going to be our last task before we go through with the diabolical plans mentioned in episode 0. It's just feels like that time. Feels like that time. What with 1.2 newly out? We don't have mods yet. Impossible sand, always a fun sight. But we'll still get ready. And as soon as MC Edit is released, like I said, then I'll finish up, or I'll at least make the first release of Mediate Craft, and we'll get Mediate Craft running, along with coral mod and a couple of other things, and we'll have our modding game started. So, let's go. Journey of 1,000 miles starts with a single step. This wall is going to be 3 high, because, of course, we want to keep the mobs out. We want to finally give some safety to this village that we've been seeking so long to protect. Another long night of zombie hunting left us surer than ever that it was really necessary. So this is going to be the general tactic. These ones will be used for getting up. No, that's not even right. Scratch that. Alright, here we go. We want to build this in 2s like this. And whenever there's a change in elevation, we still want to make sure that it's always at its lowest points 2 high. So for example, here, that's only 1 high. That is only 1 high diagonally. So we need this much. And then we work backward from there. So, going by the current pattern, we need a block there, and block there, but not there. So that's about pretty much what we're going to do. Look forward to the continuation of this village and the continuation of the Let's Play as we await the release of MC Edits and the beginning of my playthrough involving mods. Just wait for the next episode. Thanks for listening, guys. See you around.
Well, I woke up today, and the world was a restless place. It could have been that way for me. And I wandered around, and I thought of your face, that Christmas looking back at me. Whoa, I wish today was just like every other day, 'cause today has been the best day, everything I ever dreamed. And I started to walk, pretty soon I will run, and I'll come running back to you, 'cause I followed my star, and that's what you are. I've had a merry time with you. Whoa, I wish today was just like every other day, 'cause today has